Welcome to the vlog today, guys. So today, pretty productive. Can't really complain too much. A lot of rain this morning, and then kind of cleared up a little bit. Sun came out, and we're supposed to get a little more rain this afternoon, and then no more rain for like a week or so. Nice and sunny outside, so it's gonna be really nice the next few days. So looking forward to that. Real quick, I just wanted to cover a couple of things. I wanted to talk about my monitors a little bit more. I've had some time to play with them. I know I was promising you guys resolution stuff, so I'm going to cover the resolution, a couple other little tidbits, and then we'll kind of go from there. So here's what I kind of discovered about the resolution. So the default setting for the monitors is actually not 5K. The actual default setting is 2560 by 1440. So as you can see here, this gives you a good representation of what the text would look like in a Word document with all that open with that default setting. Now, if you were to jump over to the actual 5K screen resolution, you're looking at 3200 by 1800. And that is, that right there is a better representation. So if you compare the two, that's how much smaller that same size document is. I didn't change that sizing or anything. That's how big the text would be. So for most people, this is way too small. For me, I could still use it with no problem. And the great thing about that is it gives you a lot more real estate to work with in the windows. So it's pretty nice. But for the normal everyday use that I use it, I actually do the setting in between the default setting and the 5K setting. So this is a representation of what that looks like, and that's actually 2880 by 1620. So this is the one that I use on a daily basis. This one seems to be the one that gives me the less eye strain, and it just feels a little more natural. So, and again, there's your representation of the text. So those are the different resolutions that you would normally use. If obviously you want it a lot bigger, you could go one size larger than the default, which looks like that, and it's actually 2048 by 1152. Or you could go with the even larger resolution, and you could go with 1600 by 900, and it looks like that. So for all those folks out there that have some really bad issues with the eyesight, you can't really complain too much about that one, for sure. The one other thing that I'm really not keen on with these monitors is the audio level. Now, don't get me wrong, the speakers are great. They're really loud. Unfortunately, when you're working in an office setting, there's a little weird thing with them. Okay, so here's what we have. All right, now, so here's what the song sounds like out of those speakers. So let me turn it up just a little bit. So that's 2 bars. That's 1 bar. Okay, I'm going to jump it up one more time, and it'll be 2 bars of volume, and then I'm going to drop it down 1, and that'll be just 1 bar volume left. And listen to the difference. So, you see how much different that is? It's like, because I've got literally 2 bars on the volume, and it's like really loud, and then drop it by one little bar, just one tap, and it goes to almost quiet. And then one more is obviously muted. So I find it a little bit frustrating lately, especially if I want to listen to music or if I'm editing a video. I'm finding that I have to use my Bose headphones a lot more than what I would normally do, because I could normally get away with just listening to it on the monitor and going from there with my Thunderbolt. But so that's kind of a weird quirk with the audio for these monitors. And I've looked into it, and I've downloaded the monitor controller, and there's nothing that I can do. That's what it is. So one more thing real quick that I just remembered when I mentioned the monitor controller. So you can download the LG screen monitor, and with that, when that's open, you get the opportunity to you can split the screen any way you want. It's really kind of neat. So the little icon goes up in the menu bar, and then you can drop down and you can just do a quick select of you can split it into 2 screens, split screen, all these different things, or you can actually open the manager itself, and you can mess with all the different scenarios and different. You can do it in quadrants. You can do 2/3 to 1/3. You could do split horizontal, split vertical. There's all kinds of really cool ways that you can use these monitors, especially if you use the full 5K. You could split up that monitor into 4 different screens, essentially. So it's really kind of a cool thing. So it's something that's I have played with a little bit. I just usually keep it default. I just keep it regular. And then also that controller program is where you can update firmware for the monitors. So it's I just discovered it. One of the guys that I work with, he uses the monitors as well, and he airdropped me that file, and I installed it. So I've messed with it a little bit, but that's just another feature that comes with the monitor.
Welcome back, everybody. Zipped through the latter part of job number 1 and headed off to pick up Brad from school, get him home, and then I pretty much I just get to go in the house and hug AJ, give Michael a little flick of the ear, and then it's right back out again and off to job number 2. It's pretty sad that in order to make a living and even make ends meet, you've got to have 2 jobs. Actually, we've got 3 jobs in the house because Christina's working full-time too. I do hope that at some point things change a little bit, because I'll tell you what, I make too much money to qualify for any kind of help. I don't make enough money to survive. See, that's the story of the middle class in the United States of America, I guess. I mean, we don't live lavishly. We drive 2 10-plus-year-old cars, no car payments. We don't have cable. We don't have, we don't go out to eat. We don't do any of that stuff, and we still have a hard time making ends meet. We just, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know, but in order to even live halfway comfortably and make sure you got the few bills that we do have covered, I've got to work 2 jobs, and Christina's got to work full time. So it just doesn't make much sense. There's not a whole lot else we can cut out of our monthly budget. Let me tell you, we're eating on rice and beans and rice to begin with. So I guess we could cut out the beans because rice is cheaper, but that's really the last resort, I guess. So, but we got to do it, and I like teaching. It gives me an opportunity to get out there and help some of these guys, learn and be educated, and it's fun. I enjoy it. So we'll get this all taken care of and head on to class. was a good night. Got through the module today, so the guys are going to take their test on Wednesday. So finally get through that. We're about a day behind on the schedule, but it's close enough. So everything looks good. It was a really good day today. It was pretty productive. After the day I had yesterday, I'm pretty happy. It was a rough day yesterday. Got up this morning. I got plenty of sleep, so I felt good this morning, and I wanted to make sure that I hit the ground running, and it was a good day. I was excited about what I accomplished today. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the vlog right now. I'm on my way home from class, so it's as good a time as any, because as soon as I get home, I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna crash. So I just want you guys, I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of encouragement. No matter how bad your day might have been today, tomorrow's a new day. Go to bed feeling and thinking of positive vibes for tomorrow. And just go out there and make it happen. That's really all you can do, is just go make it happen. If you just keep telling yourself that it's always going to be bad, then guess what? It's always going to be bad. But if you can get through it, if you can be positive, and you can go to bed knowing that the next day you're going to make it a good day, then you've already won. So I can guarantee you that it was going to be better than it was the day before if you go to bed and wake up with positive vibes. Go in there and just make it a goal to make it a good day. So with that, just go try it.